Hi, welcome back to Moose and Chemistry. This will be our mole ratio. This will be our third lesson. In this, we're going to do a couple problems that are a whole lot easier than the last one we did. And so we already have our balanced equations in front of us. 2SO2 plus O2 yields 2SO3. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the ratios. It's 2 moles of SO2 to 1 mole of O2, 2 moles of SO2 to 2 moles of SO3. Notice that we're comparing this one to this one to this one. And then we're going to do the same thing. The next one, we're going to compare this one to this one to this one. And finally, we're going to compare this one to this one to this one. So very simple. All right. So now, let's see here. The next one is going to be 1 mole of O2 to 2 moles of SO2, 1 mole of O2 to 2 moles of SO3, and finally, it's going to be 2 moles of SO3 to 2 moles of SO2, 2 moles of SO3 to 1 mole of O2. Now, can you do this in any order? The answer is yes, you can. There's no real fixed word that we have here. Oh, let's look at this one here. PCl3 plus Cl2 yields PCl5. Oh, look, it's a 1-to-1-to-1 ratio. So you would write 1 mole of PCl3 over 1 mole of Cl2, 1 mole of PCl3 over 1 mole of PCl5, 1 mole of Cl2 over 1 mole of PCl3, 1 mole of Cl2 over 1 mole of PCl5. And finally, we go 1 mole of PCl5 over 1 mole of PCl3 and 1 mole of PCl5 over 1 mole of Cl2. Okay, so let's take a break here, and I'm going to write a brand new set of equations. Okay, so hang on. Okay, let's look at this last equation. So we got 4 moles of NH3 plus 3 moles of O2 plus 2 moles of N2 plus 6 moles of H2O. Okay, let's go ahead and do the mole ratios. 4 moles of NH3 over 3 moles of O2. 4 moles of NH3 over 2 moles of N2, and then 4 moles of NH3 over 6 moles of 6H2. Whoops, sorry about that. Got too much fun there. H2O. Okay, so then it's going to be, next one's going to be 3 moles of O2 over 4 moles of NH3. Pretty easy, huh? 3 moles of O2 over 2 moles of N2. Now, do you have to do this every time that you do a stoichiometry problem, do all these ratios? No. You can actually just look at the ratios and do it by sight. So it's going to be 6 moles of H2O. But if your instructor asks you, hey, show me all the mole relationships, this is how you do it. Okay, so let's see here. 2 moles of N2 over 4 moles of NH3. So much fun, huh? 2 moles of N2. It can get pretty tedious. 3 moles of O2. 2 moles of N2 over 6 moles. You might want to sing as you do it. Have some fun with it at least. I'm going to write the other ones over here because I'm getting kind of cramped on that board there. So we're going to go 6 moles of H2O over 4 moles of NH3. 6 moles of H2O over 3 moles of O2, 6 moles of H2O over 2 moles of N2. Wow, that looks like that's about it. So you guys have a snarly day, be awesome, and we'll see you here again at Newsom Chemistry.